over or something, some kind of miscue is going to win this ball game for one of these two teams. And right now, Bowling Green gets the first chance. Got to take care of the ball, and I just want to see if they kind of change things up. They have 143 or 152 total yards, 76 pass and 76 rush.
That snap was a bad snap, and Bailey had to dive on the football to recover it, and they don't get any yards. They lose about a yard or so, but so the first play is an experience for Bowling Green here in the second half.
Yeah, they've had some bad snaps throughout. He's done a good job. They've mostly been high, that one low. Back to that thought, though, Gary, you can't get much more even than that for Coach Spader. 76 passing and 76 rushing.
Deuce Bailey back in the pocket. Steps up near side, is caught, and let's see. They rule it. Let's see what they rule it. It's going to be a catch, I think. One official shaking his head no. Sweeney thought he had to catch.
The receiver said he had to catch. The defensive back said he didn't. It always goes that way, doesn't it?
Yep.
Could not tell from our angle.
Picks up about 8 yards. And it's a completion to the 45-yard line by C.J. Sweeney. Gary Ball with Jody Demling. And the king, William Moorfield. King of string. Deuce Bailey. Gives fakes. Throws it over. It's caught. And taking it down to the 35 is going to be Barber. Breaking tackles to the 15-yard line.
He did a great job. First of all, an outstanding pass delivered from Bailey. But once he caught the ball, he did a really good job of knowing he had a blocker coming down the side. He tried to get to the outside. He dodged a defender, and then he just outran a couple of guys. Perfect ball right in stride. And see, he split him there, and he looks over and he says, I'm going to go over here because I've got that blocker there. I can do this and do that, and gets it all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
To the 14-yard line. He's a weapon, isn't he?
He really is. Barber, 7 catches now, 99 yards. That's 41 yards on that one.
So Bailey will set the offense again at the 14. Steps up, and he goes to the 10-yard line. 5, and he's going to walk in the end zone. Touchdown. Deuce Bailey, 14-yard TD. What a nice run by Deuce Bailey.
And give C.J. Sweeney a ton of credit. That block at the goal line, he was already going to probably get there, but that defender, the only one that had a real chance at him at the end, and Sweeney, not only does he get the block, but he doesn't hold. A lot of times you'll see the wide receiver out there get called for a hold. That just the block.
You're right. Now here comes Widener. Boy, he's been a busy man tonight. Widener's kick is up. Extra point is good. 20-12, Bowling Green leads Cooper in the 5A state championship. UK Healthcare Sports Medicine KHSA football state finals. We'll be back to Kroger Field after this timeout. Here in the third quarter, there's the kick, and it's going to be taken at the end zone, and they say, no, it's a touchback.
Yeah, that ball in the end zone.
Riker Campbell.
So if you're Cooper, hey, you're down one score. You're down 20 to 12. still a ton of time, just a couple minutes off the clock here in the third quarter. Your first possession here in the third quarter. Cam O'Hara's got to come out and do what they were doing early in the first half.
Yeah.
9 of 16, 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, again, we talked about last year's game in the championship game last year. Cooper, 23 carries for minus 27 yards. And they got
O'Hara to Alexander up to the 33-yard line. O'Hara finds Alexander.
Alexander with his first catch of the night.
I tell you what, 6'3", 234, a senior Alexander. He's a load to bring down. We found that out on that play, didn't we?
We did, and it's is a
first down.
Got a bright future ahead of him, the young man does.
Sean Alexander was at his game last week. Here's the pass, and it's complete.
There it is again.
I think they went in the locker room, and they said, you know what? We might want to try to get number 4 involved in the game.
Yeah, just a little out route there. Gains about 4 yards. Gary, I was saying, though, I think at some point or another, if you're Cooper, you've got to try to get something in the run game. I don't think you can just totally abandon the run game, just 10 carries right now for 4 yards. But maybe you can if you're Cooper, because they've come out. First 2 plays are throws.
Well, Isaiah Johnson splits out to the right side. Here's the toss around the right, and it's taken down to the up to the 47-yard line, and that's going to be Riker Campbell.
It's a nice little quick pitch there.
Keep the defense honest. They weren't sure if O'Hara what he was going to do with it, and he pitched it to Campbell, and he broke a tackle and got some extra yards.
I've often wondered if you can call that a pass.
Yeah, that one, it's going backwards. It is a pass in some sense. It's a backwards pass.
Yeah. Just wondering. Here's Cam O'Hara, and he throws it down the right side, and it's going to be incomplete to Johnson, who went up. And
if he caught that one, that was like, whoa, that ball a little too high there. Couldn't come down with it.
8:53, that stops the clock on that incompletion. 2nd and 10. It's clear that Johnson's your deep weapon. Jaden Combs is clear, can catch the ball too. We saw that on one-handed grab.
Yeah, I like him using Alexander more. I mean, he's such a big body, great athlete. He split out way wide to the left here.
Trip set to the left. O'Hara in trouble, and he's going to be knocked down at the 48-yard line. And there to come up and get him for Bowling Green.
Malik Coburn.
Yeah, Coburn.
Junior.
6'3", 215 junior.
If he didn't get him, Jaden Axon was right there.
Coburn's got 8 sacks on the season. That wasn't a sack, but it was close to being one.
Those two guys have been very active.
3rd down and about 9 yards to go for the Cooper Jaguars. 47-yard line. Cam O'Hara. He throws it over the right side. Caught, and that's going to be caught. And Jaden Combs, knocked out of bounds, but I think he got the first down marker.
He did, and I love that. I love the route. I love what you do there. If you're the Jaguars, that's the mark of a very well-coached team. You not only get to the stick, but you get a yard or so beyond the stick just to make sure you get that first down. And a nice delivery
from O'Hara.
And Combs still has a little giddy-up in his hitching his giddy-up, whatever you say. He's limping a little bit after that catch. There's offside, and that's a good job by O'Hara with the cadence to draw the defensive linebacker, Montrez Trussell, who apparently was coming on a blitz.
Easy 5 yards there.
There's Jimmy Powell, our referee.
Oh, they did call illegal. Hold on,
Shouldn't that be 5 yards?
They called a legal procedure.
Everybody thought that Trussell
I did
jumped
too.
off sides, but he was, I guess there was movement or something.
They called a legal procedure and not the encroachment. So I guess there was movement somewhere on the line.
So here goes twin receiver to the both sides. Michael Stanton, quarterback O'Hara, and he's going to be thrown in. It's knocked away, picked up, and it's going to be Bowling Green football as Trussell came in and picked it up.
Trussell picked it up, and all kinds of pressure there on O'Hara as he goes back, and he looks like he's going to try to get rid of it. You see there, he sidesteps, and then as he spins around, there's 3 purples coming at him.
He lost the football, looks like.
He did.
He was trying to throw it, but he couldn't get rid of it.
He had 3 purples barreling down on him. Makai Axon was the one who actually put the hit on him as he lost control of it. And Bowling Green up 20-12 with a really big opportunity here.
Bailey gives inside to Graham. He goes nowhere. He stopped, and that was Michael Mulvihill making the stop. 6'1", 217 senior.
We said turnovers are big.
2nd and 10. 7:26 to go, third quarter. Bailey fakes, throws left. It's caught out there, and it's going to be down to the 20-yard line. Sweeney, and down inside the, let's see where they mark him at.
Man, Sweeney, a little jitterbug. So he got loose down the sideline and sidestepped at one defender and then almost got through the other 2. They had help over there. They're going to mark it at the 18.
Yeah. 3rd and a yard. 18-yard line. Bailey is such a weapon in these situations. Because if he doesn't have a receiver, he can just tuck it, and we've seen him do that already tonight, haven't we?
We have a couple of times.
Bailey rolling to the left, tucks it,
That's
and slams down inside the 15, and it's going to be first down.
That's a called run, a called quarterback run from the sideline as they called that play in there late, and a nice job by Bailey and Trey Graham getting a little bit of a piece of a block on the outside just to give him a crease.
So it'll be first down for the Purples at the 15-yard line. Trying to extend their lead, Jody, excuse me.
Purples up 20-12 here.
Bailey, high snap. Throws it incomplete, trying to go to Barber.
I guess you're allowed one off pass. I mean, he's been pretty good tonight, 13 of 17, 13 of 18 now. Really, that's the first kind of bad pass that we've seen. But he had some pressure coming off of that, off his left side, and had to rush that and just couldn't get anything into the throw.
So it brings up 2nd down and 10, 15-yard line. Cooper would love to come out of the end zone here. Deuce Bailey tucks it himself, and he's going to break a tackle, and he's going to be tripped up.
Yeah, he wasn't going to get away from that one. When you go in the middle there, there's some big guys in there. Alexander in there, some guys that with some strength. And he got away once, but couldn't get to the outside.
So bring you up 3rd down and 8. I think Alexander was actually credited with that tackle, wasn't he?
I think he was.
5:35 in the third quarter. Bowling Green and Cooper. Graham in motion. Deuce Bailey back and throws it, and he's looking around to the left, pumps and throws it, and it's almost intercepted.
There's a flag, though, down at the 7-yard line. I think it's going to be holding. on the one of the defenders.
Roman Combs almost intercepted it.
Let's see, they're talking about it. I'm pretty sure it's in that area of holding.
Jimmy Powell will give us the explanation here in a moment. Taken in there by Riker Campbell, and he's, man, what a hit.
Grayson Newman, the senior, flying down there on the kickoff.
4:56 to go in the third quarter. Cooper, I know they got to be telling themselves, we've got to score here because we're down 2 scores. They score here, they can get it down to 27 and possibly 20 with a 2-point conversion. They have it at the 11-yard line. Cam O'Hara. Pass is now complete. Dancing up to the 25, up to the 28-yard line.
2 flags on the play, and I think it's a hand to the face bowling green. I'm not sure if it's a face mask or a hand to the face. Was in the line of scrimmage there.
And here's Jimmy Powell.
Yeah, it was right near the line of scrimmage, right where the quarterback was actually the running back blocking.
Yep. So that'll be a big penalty for Cooper. That'll set him up in business.
We're having trouble with the ref's mic all day today, and it seems like it's going off and on this one. Trying to figure out where to spot the ball. Yeah, so it'll be the end of the run,
Yeah.
so you get the run,
And the 15 yards
and
after
then
that.
the 15 yards.
So up to near the 40-yard line for Cooper. That's a big break. 4:48 in the third quarter. And Cooper now has pretty good field position after all that. Twins to both sides. Here's Cam O'Hara back. Looks to pass. It's caught. And it's going to be Johnson up to the 45-yard line.
So a nice gain, about 6 yards.
Isaiah Johnson caught it. So he gets up a little slow himself, but he's a great receiver. Great athlete. Second down and 4 to 45-yard line.
Just 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Got Johnson splitting out to the left. No Alexander in on this play. He almost draws him offside. O'Hara looking. O'Hara now throws it downfield, and it's going to be caught. And it's going to be caught there by Jaden Combs.
And of all the catches tonight, the one-handed one was spectacular on the touchdown. That's a really nice play because that is really good coverage right there. You see O'Hara sidestep. He tries to get out of the way, and great coverage on the outside by Newman.
First down for the
Jaguars. Purples and Jaguars. First and 10, 47 of Bowling Green. Cameron O'Hara Jr. back to pass, getting pressure, and he's going to be sacked back at the 45-yard line. Getting in there to make the sack was Jackson Smith.
Ryan Watt in there with him.
That's a loss of about 8 yards.
Bunch
yards.
A bunch of purples, just nowhere to go. Smith gets in there.
Ryan Watt helped out.
Pile on there. O'Hara at times has been running for his life tonight when he drops back.
Second down, 19.
That's 4 sacks for the Purples.
And throws it to the sideline. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
There is a flag.
Isaiah Johnson made the catch.
We'll see what the flag is.
A lot of flags in this half, in this quarter.
It's the second time we've seen that tonight.
Isaiah Johnson caught that one on the sideline.
Yeah, that erases a really nice 8-yard gain.
Yeah, Alexander's back in there now. O'Hara back in the pocket, rolls it right, rolling and shoved out of bounds. He'll lose a big yardage. As making a nice play is Brandon Gurley.
Yeah, and O'Hara goes to the right, and you've got to get rid of that ball if you're him. He just continues to go all the way to the sideline to where he didn't have any other room. And he was pushed out of bounds by Gurley. And now it's 3rd and 27.
What do you dial up here?
If I'm Bowling Green, I know you're I think you put a couple guys back, but I might They've been doing a good job with this three-man rush. We'll see if they can get any pressure on him, see if they bring somebody else.
Here they come with the linebackers to back off. Now Trussell pass it over, and it's caught up to the – and they said no, he dropped the ball.
Yeah, that was a really nice defensive play by A.J. Woodard. And Cooper's going to have to punt 4th and 27. Teetering on Bowling Green. Putting this one out of reach. Haven't been able to stop them in the second half.
Yep. It was a one-point game at halftime. High snap, O'Hara pulls it down. O'Hara is going to come down to Barber to 35, 40, and takes it up to the 45-yard line.
You're right. You said it earlier. Whenever he's got the ball in his hand, no matter if it's a run, if it's a return, if it's a catch, you always hold your breath for a second and go, oh, he might break that one. And he almost did on that one.
He's got a little hamstring issue or cramping issue now. 31-yard punt is all for O'Hara.
We had a lot of guys cramping yesterday. It's a little cold to be cramping out there.
In December, you know? I know there was a lot of cramping back when we started football in August, September, but in December?
All right, Bowling Green with this set where they put two guys that way out to the right, two guys stacked to the left. I was going to say it's usually a run, usually one up the middle, and that's where Smith gets about 9, almost 10 yards. It's that set. They do the same. They do a lot of that set where they spread guys out. They spread them to the left, spread them to the right. At some point or another, they're going to run that where they run one of those screens to one of those guys, but they've yet to do it tonight.
Dax Boland making the stop for Cooper. 2nd and less than a yard. You're right, Jody. This would really be a good opportunity for
Bowling Green to put this thing out of reach. 1:24 to go in the third, if they can score here. Give up the gut down to the 42-yard line. Smith again.
I mean, it's really been what we said early on, that if a key for Cooper to stay in this game and Cooper to be successful in this game, they had to be able to run the ball, and on the flip side, slow Bowling Green's running game down. And so far, Cooper, 15 carries for 29 yards, and Bowling Green has rushed 28 times. 28 times for 159 yards.
And Bowling Green's starting to play the clock a little bit here. 45 seconds in the third. Deuce Bailey.
High snap. Smith, 40-yard line, and ran out of bounds down inside the 35.
Late flag. I think it's going to be a hold on the offense.
At least the mic's working now.
Always like to hear Jimmy Powell's voice, right?
Yep.
So a hold there at 10 yards negates the
nice run.
The 10-yard gain.
Makes it first down and 13 at the 45-yard line. Triple receivers out to the left side. Bailey trying to draw him on sides. Got Graham in the backfield with him. Giving Smith a breather. Bailey gets inside to Graham. Down to the 40-yard line. Down to the 38-yard line.
And for some reason, the clock stopped there. That should have been the last play of the quarter. But for some reason, I was going to say, yeah, they reset the play clock. That was the last play of the quarter there.
Okay.
So Bowling Green, a dominant third quarter.
Dominant, you're right. 14 points in that quarter. They lead 27-12 over Cooper as we head to the fourth quarter here at Kroger Field on the UK Healthcare Sports Medicine KHAA Football State Finals.
Bowling Green won that. They won the point total, and now here they go. Bailey.
Bailey tucks it in at 30 and down to the 23-yard line.
See what I mean? Whatever they're calling up, they're executing, they're running well. That time Bailey reads it. Nothing there on the give, so he keeps it, comes out left, and he's a split second from breaking that one and going all the way.
I thought he might break it for a second. Bolin helped out on the play.
But really, when you look at it, this offensive line is physical, and they're older. You know, you've got Parker Fields as senior, Makai Axon as senior, Chris Knuckles, that's a great name for a center.
It is.
A senior, Caleb Ray's a junior, Zach Jordan's a junior. You throw in the tight end, Ethan Kirkwood. These guys are dominating.
Here's a give inside Smith. Down, and he takes it down inside the 20-yard line.
In the first half, a play like that right there would get them 1 or 2 yards, and they'd have to break something. You wouldn't see the Cooper guys get pushed back at all. That time in that play, the offensive line gets about 2-yard push, and that's what they've been doing.
That gets some positive yardage. 19-yard line. Clock running, 10:50 to go in the ball game. Bowling Green 27, Cooper 12.
And Bowling Green's taking their time now.
Yep, exactly. Smith inside, down to the 15-yard line. Nice play turned in there. And that was Max Wethington, the outside linebacker junior.
You see Bowling Green taking their time, running the play clock down, and they're not going to do anything crazy. I would be very, very surprised if this ball ever leaves the hand of Bailey or Smith in the backfield right now. Why would you? You're doing everything right. Your offensive line is dominating the game. You continue to roll it down the field.
They got a 3rd down and 2, 15-yard line. Bailey gets a snap. Boy, he's got good hands. Down to the 10-yard line. Just took that ball over there, snapped it out of the air like that on the right. Most quarterbacks would be panicking at the time, not Deuce Bailey.
That ball, again, a bad snap. He's had a bunch of those, or a high snap. I shouldn't say bad snap, just a high snap. And he doesn't panic. He doesn't do anything. He kind of gets it like it's almost like a shortstop reaching back, reaching back and grabbing a ball that's thrown a little high from the catcher, and just comes through.
Deuce Bailey. Now he looks over to the sideline. Zach Jordan, big 6'4", 240-pound junior right tackle.
76. He's imposing over there. Bailey
Gets inside to Smith, and he's stopped down inside the 7.
They're now lining up and saying, look, Bailey and Smith are going to run this ball each and every time. Can you stop us? And so far in this half, they have not been able to stop them. This drive right now, 8 plays, 48 yards. Remember, it started back after the punt.
8 minutes, 50 seconds to go in a ball game. Bailey keeps it, and he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green. That may put it out of reach.
Deuce Bailey, his 3rd touchdown run of the night. That puts him over 200 yards as a team. Bailey, 11 carries, 74 yards. Graham, 8 for 71. And Jackson Smith, 16 for 67. So it's all pretty balanced.
Braden Widener in for the extra point. It's up and it's good. 34-12, 22-point lead, 8:40 to go in the ball game. We'll be back at the UK Healthcare Sports Medicine KHSAA Football State Finals. Sorry. And there's a kick by Widener. Taken in there by Riker Campbell.
Up to the 28.
Yeah, and if you're Cooper, you got to do something and do something in a hurry here. Just so far, just 77 yards of offense here in the second half. They have not been able to run the ball.
Yeah, it's been the defense at Bowling Green that's impressed me. I tell you, Trussell is
Quite a player. O'Hara, and he's going to be sacked all the way back at the 12-yard line. That was Ryan Watt.
Yeah, Watt again gets in there, and just nothing for O'Hara to do. He's doesn't have any time to get it out into any receivers. They can't run the ball. They're really handcuffed right now, and this Bowling Green defense just teeing off.
Yeah, Ryan Watt, I tell you, he's made some nice plays tonight. Jaden Combs splits out to the left. O'Hara gets a screen pass out to the left side. That's going to be Riker Campbell. Up to the 24. 7:45 to play.
5 sacks
Wow.
for the Bowling Green defense. 6 tackles for a loss. That man Jackson Smith with a touchdown, and he's leading them in tackles as well.
Yeah, we said he's a tremendous player.
Look at the Bowling Green, the energy on the sidelines. They're jumping around. They can feel it.
O'Hara throws it deep down the left side. He catches a man in stride at the 50. down to the 40-yard line and ran out of bounds. Nice catch there. I believe that was Riker Campbell.
And he's down out of bounds. He took a big twist there, and I think he might have collided with the offensive guy or the defensive guy. And I'm looking. Is there a flag? Did I miss a flag?
Well,
Yeah, we did.
white cap. So it's going to be a decline because they took the ball all the way down to the 24-yard line where he's ran out of bounds. Young man Riker Campbell's had a pretty good ball game. He's also the leading tackler for them.
Grayson Newman saving a touchdown
Yeah.
there for Bowling Green, flying from the other side of the field. He saves the touchdown, a 52-yard gain for Riker Campbell.
And the sports medicine people over working on Campbell.
Campbell 3 catches for 72 yards. Again, it was just awkward. He was open as he caught it. He kind of flew by the defender, and I think they maybe clipped each other just a little bit. And then as he's tackled out of bounds by Newman, I think he just got twisted.
He gets up on his own
Yeah,
power.
I
So
think
that's
more
a
than
good
anything
sign.
looked like a
He gets up and runs off the field and on his own power. So
That's a good sign. Riker Campbell. You know, if Cooper could get a touchdown here in maybe relatively short period of time, maybe you never know with an onside kick or a turnover here, and they could maybe get back in this ball game.
I wondered when they called that. They said the penalty was declined. Now they're going back. It is half the distance to the goal because a personal foul, as we saw in the last one, you mark that off from the end of the play. So the referee correcting themselves. The referees correcting themselves and doing half the distance.
So O'Hara throws it in the corner, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Wow.
Great catch by Alexander. Wow.
I know he's going to be a defensive player in college, but boy, oh boy, that looked like a big-time tight end right there.
He took it right away from the defensive back.
Austin Alexander.
He said, "You're not going to get that ball. I'm going to get it from you. Look at that."
I mean, the defensive back had no shot on that one, Jones. So it's 34-18. They're going to go for 2 points to cut it to a 14-point ball game, and there's still 7:29 to go. Cam O'Hara, triple receivers to the near side, slot man to the right. O'Hara takes the snap, and he throws it to a wide-open receiver, and that's Alexander again. Gets a touchdown and the 2-point conversion, scores 8 points on that play, on the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, Alexander comes in there. Both defensive guys stayed in with the other receiver and just let him go free on the outside there. So after a great catch on the touchdown, one of the easiest 2-point conversions with nobody over there guarding him.
Exactly. He said, "Hey, I can't believe this. Made me catch that other one, the guy hanging on me, and this one I'm wide open." But I tell you, he's a
Great response from Cooper. Exactly what they needed right there. Still plenty of time. 7:29 left. 3 timeouts.
yes. That's a key thing too, the timeouts. So
And honestly, I don't think you do something crazy and do an onside kick here yet. I think you try to tell your defense, we need one stop from you.
yeah, and they do. They need to stop. So the Cooper defense has got to step up right now. I believe that's Isaiah Johnson kicking off for Cooper. And he's going to kick it short. And it's caught by the man 25 and taken by Smith up to the 40, 45, and down to the 38-yard line. How many times do you see after a team scores they kick it to the other team, and they make a nice return like that.
Well, Bowling Green was set up for what they thought could be an onside kick. The officials, I think, thought it was an onside kick. They were set up for that, and instead, a little bit of a pooch behind the second line. And I think if he kicks it a little more to the left, Smith doesn't field that cleanly.
Yeah.
He just caught it. I mean, it was a line drive right to him, and he was able to have a head of steam, and he had a lot of room over there on the right side. And now here we come back out here with this spread formation that they've loved to use, and usually they've been getting a lot of yards up the middle on this.
Deuce Bailey gives to Graham, 35 down to the 32-yard line. He stopped right there. Making a nice play was Roman Combs.
So it's Graham and Bailey this time. It was Smith the last time. Graham with 77 yards now rushing. 74 for Bailey. Over 220 for Bowling Green tonight.
Cooper just scored their series on a pass from Cam O'Hara to Austin Alexander. He also has the two-point conversion.
Remember, we told you 76 yards rushing, 76 passing in the first half for Bowling Green. They're up to 220 yards rushing now.
Pitch to Graham around the left side to the 30. And down to the 26, and boys, he tackled. Nice play turned in there by Mason Stanton.
It's going to be a first down, and he just waited for everything to develop. He took that pitch, was out there, a patient run, got in behind his blockers, and he picked his way for a couple yards and gets the first down. Move the chains. That's all you can ask for.
Got it down to the 26-yard line. 6 minutes to go. And Bowling Green taking a long look at this clock and their sideline. Deuce Bailey. Bowling Green up 34-20. And they're down to the 20-yard line, and that's going to be Jackson Smith.
Smith said, "Coach, I want my turn. Get me back in there."
Put me in, Coach.
He's now over 70 yards. So all three,
The two running backs and the quarterback all over 70 yards rushing.
As you know, Jody, I'm from up in that area. I went to Boone County myself. Boone County. Then they built Ryle, and they built Cooper. And now they got 4 high schools in that area. And,
It's made a difference. Deuce Bailey at the 15-yard line. Gives it inside, and that's going to be Smith going nowhere.
it's really the first run this half that has not netted anything positive.
That's because Max Wethington was there to greet him.
Actually, they give him one, so
Yeah, they were generous.
4:45 left. Bowling Green trying to salt it away.
Yeah, they'll run as much of this clock as they can, Jody. Good working with you this week, Jody.
It's been fun.
6 good games. Motion to the near side. Bailey gives now to Graham down to the 10-yard line. Well, they're calling him Montravian, but tell everybody what his real name is.
We call him Trey,
Trey,
right? That's what
Trey
we've been
Graham.
calling him, Trey Graham.
I mean, ever since we've done Bowling Green, they tell me his name's Trey. Down to 4 minutes to go.
Again, taking their time.
3rd down and 5. 10-yard line for Bowling Green. Bailey gets inside Graham. He's hit. Knocked backwards to 9. And there's Wethington in there again. Man. Is he a good outside linebacker or not? Like, what's his size? 6'2", 195. I look for him to be a prospect next year. Timeout,
Cooper with the timeout, their first timeout on 4th down here. If you're Bowling Green, you've got a good kicker. I think you kick the field goal, take the points.
Yeah. I would agree with you.
37-20.
Yeah. Yep. Cooper.
Only 2 timeouts left.
Close to $250 million.
Well, please continue to donate towards that cause and the research. My mother-in-law, Robbie Prine, is battling her last probably hours because of that disease, cancer. So we're making a difference. We continue to fight.
Carr inside with the bucket, and Gonzaga's lead is 7. Nembhard directing traffic. Ball will be in his hands a ton. Stromer wide open.
Got it. Yeah, really good action. Floppy off the left side. It wasn't there, and they come right back on the right side. Stromer, one of those shooters with link boot that can make guarded threes.
Carr going to work on Greg off the glass and in. A Wake Forest transfer.
I like how Carr plays through contact. And he's a spinner, and Gonzaga's going to sit on that spin action. That time he did a good job of just barreling through the chest. And one of the rare turnovers by Nembhard.
Over and back.
2 possessions to go. Watch what Gonzaga does. They're going to run a shooter, Hickman, off the left side, off of a double screen, and then immediately the bottom guy in that screen, Stromer.
Widener. Kick is up, and it is good. Just got it in the left side. 37-20.
So
3:34 to go in the ball game.
3 field goals from Widener. It's always good to have a kicker, and one that is consistent and one that you can count on. And tonight, he has 3 field goals, including that 41-yarder early in the game.
Without his field goals, it'd be a 29-20 ball game. We'll be back to the UK Healthcare Sports Medicine KHSAA State Football Finals.
And then eventually the Landis Pool saying kickball.
Yeah, inadvertent nod. I'm pretty sure Nembhard did kick this basketball in a scrum for the ball, right? Yeah, I don't know. Man, that wasn't a kick. That was just a ball on the foot. Nembhard's got a right to complain. And there's that Oweh tough drive with that low, strong sweep, man. He just blows right by Battle with a forceful drive.
Nembhard hesitates. Huff backing down. Left hand flips it up and in. Braden Huff going off a 14.4 rebound performance against Davidson.
He is money. Inside that three-point line is Huff, one of the better two-point percentage shooters in the game right now.
Huff pulls down the rebound. And Caleb Battle. Huff straight on 3. Greg the rebound. An offensive rebound. Puts it home.
Well, what Mark Pope tell his guys, if you don't want to rebound, don't get on the bus. This is a Gonzaga team, plus 10 on the glass. And they just hammer you inside on their post-ups and their offensive glass putbacks.
Battle looking to push the tempo. Battle. Oh, wow! Look out! Caleb Battle the throw down.
Woo! What did we just see?
Cam O'Hara back in the shotgun, takes a snap. Here's pressure, and he's sacked back. Almost somebody might have grabbed him. I don't know what they called it.
And O'Hara's down and hurt, it looks like. He gets him from up in the shoulder area.
The tackle, another sack number 6 on the night. That was Brandon Gurley, the defensive end, a senior.
I think they're concerned about his leg.
Yeah, they're looking at O'Hara.
(37-20) Bowling Green. 3:23 to play. will step out with the injury.
After this timeout, we'll be back to the UK Healthcare Sports Medicine.
Fans in the building looked at each other with a little bit of a possible high five. Good gracious.
Yeah, battle.
No foul called, huh?
No foul called on that one. And you mentioned he's knocked down 38 straight free throws. He's with his fourth school. Arkansas transfer, started his career at Butler, then went to Temple, then to the Razorbacks, and now with the Zags. So his fourth school, and that was a nasty dunk.
That was a message-sending basket from Battle to Kentucky.
Under 9 to go first half, 30-18. Gonzaga leading Kentucky. Mark Few, he's got himself another powerful team. And as we documented, he returns 80%, 81 to be specific, of both scoring and minutes.
Kirk Kriisa might have been a little shaken up. He's got some blood. And while they attend to Kriisa,
Sunday's featured men's basketball matchup. It's number 25 UConn squaring off against Texas in Austin. Coverage begins at 5.
Still running 25, 27-yard line. Isaiah Johnson, the backup quarterback, in for Cam O'Hara. And he picks up good yardage on that run.
You hate to see that with Cam O'Hara. It looked like something with his right leg as they were coming out. He wasn't putting a whole lot of pressure, hardly anything down on on that leg. Johnson comes in.
He throws it out in front to Jaden Combs, incomplete.
It's a hard thing to do. The running thing is one thing. Go from catching passes to throwing passes, especially in a game like this when you need a pass. Completion is really, really difficult.
So it brings up a fourth down now for Cooper. 2:40 to go. Thanks everybody for joining us and here on the network, and thanks to King of Stream, William Moorfield, Joe Allen, and making it all possible. Johnson rolling to the right, cutting up. Now, and let's see where he goes to the 33-yard line. He's got the first down.
Almost got sacked in the backfield, very close to getting the sack, and he got away.
I can see why he was almost a starting quarterback, can't you?
Yeah, he's got some wheels. Very elusive. We know he can jump. I know that because we saw it in the first half.
1st and 10. And throws it down the left side. Incomplete. Broken up. Intended for Alexander. 2:19 to go in the ball game.
Grayson Newman with that defensive play. That's his second pass breakup. He's got 8 tackles. He's played a whale of a game on defense. And your boy Jackson Smith on offense has been great, but on defense, 7 tackles, a QB hurry, and 2 sacks.
That's pretty good. Isaiah Johnson gets inside the big guy, Mason Stanton, and he goes down the left side and slammed out of bounds. The winners so far this week at the state finals, you got Sarah, Class A winner, Beechwood 2A winner, Paducah Tilghman, and then you got, of course, today, Cal, Christian Academy, Trinity a winner, and the winner here with 2:12 to go were probably Bowling Green. That's your state champions for 2024.
It's been a fantastic season.
Yep, and it came down to this.
And as the final 2 minutes click off of here, I don't know, there's a lot of fans out there that can't wait for August to get here already to get high school football going again.
Friday Night Lights is nothing like it, isn't it?
Really not.
Johnson pulled down, and that was number 9. That was Malik Coburn.
Yeah, Coburn with a sack. Johnson, really nothing he can do.
Minute 46, the clock moving. 4th down, Isaiah Johnson rolling to the left, picks up the speed up to the 40-yard line. Ball comes loose, and it's going to be down. They say it was down right there, and it's say with 1:34 to go.
And the Bowling Green celebration
We'll take
is
over.
on.
Yep.
They're going to take over with 1:34 left. Cooper's got a couple timeouts, but really nothing you can do at this point.
That's true. Well, of all the games that you've seen this weekend, you've seen all of them. What do you?
I really thought this would be the best of them. And Bowling Green has been a lot better here in the second half than I thought. I thought this would be a more even game. Bowling Green, again, has dominated. You look at last year in 28-14, and they held Cooper to minus 27 yards rushing. I thought Cooper would be able to do a little more in the run game and do a little more as far as offense is concerned, but so far only 38 yards of rushing and 300 total yards.
Yeah, Deuce Baylor just took a knee in a victory formation. That's what I'll do after he lets the clock run down. I got 20 seconds on the play clock, so he's looking straight up at it.
And I guess really until the last quarter, that 6A game today was probably the most competitive game, and I think Trinity just dominated the depth and that they have and the competition that they've played. I think really showed out there in the fourth quarter.
Did UK not pay the electric bill?
The lights just went out up here.
37 seconds. They must have paid it because they're on the field, but they're out in the press box. So we still got a prayer.
This is impressive, though, Gary, for Mark Spader and for his program. Again, his 7th season, his 3rd title, the 9th title overall for the Purples as they score this one 37-20.
Yeah.
A dominating second half performance.
Yeah, it was 13-12 at halftime. So great.
Dominating.
The 5A state champions of Bowling Green Purples, 37-20, and they did it, Jody, convincingly in the second half.
Yes, they did. 371 yards of total offense for Bowling Green. They had 76 yards rushing at half. They end up with 238 yards, and that's after taking a couple knees there to end the game. Graham with 89 yards. Jackson Smith with 79 yards rushing. And Deuce Bailey, 11 carries, 74 yards, and 3 touchdowns